I have some peeping toms in the back window this morning. See the 2 deer out there? Actually, there's 3. Yes, honey, they're harmless. Thanks for telling me they were there, though. So I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, well, maybe a few minutes before, and I was in a good bit of pain, and there's no way I was going to be able to go back to sleep. So I've been thinking about going canoeing at Bass Lake Park and just getting out early and taking some pictures for a while now this summer, and today just seemed like the right day. And I have Johnny with me, who's been a good sport about me. I mean, a really good sport about me going in there and waking him up at what was 7:15 for him. And we're gonna head through Fuquay. Bass Lake's just on the other side of town. They open at 8. We'll get a canoe, go out for about an hour. It's good for me this time of the morning because you might remember I'm trying to avoid being in the sun because of the antibiotic I'm on. So I can get out there for a little bit this morning, not get a burn, enjoy the early morning birds, and then, you know, be back home and watch videos and relax with Donnie for a little while later this morning. So Johnny and I pulled over here at the library to spin the Pokestop and play the gym. And this is the DMV office in Fuquay, and it's 7:35 in the morning, and there are people out there with chairs, and there are this many people waiting to get into the DMV. And that's been a thing I've seen a lot of times over the past year. I don't understand what, I mean, I know it's busy. 7:30 in the morning. It's open every day, I think. I don't get it. I don't know why. I guess Johnny and I will be finding out in a year or two. When we made it over here, the park's getting to open. It's just about 8 a.m. Apparently, there's some sort of special thing for kids here this morning, and there's lots of police officers, and I don't know, so we'll check that out. Just our luck, right? The parking lot's actually crowded, and it's 8 a.m. I'm going to take the GoPro in with me. Hopefully that'll provide good video and pictures. Not as good as I want out there on the water with the cormorants. I'd love my 300mm lens, but I'm not taking that in the canoe. So the police officers of Holly Springs are here this morning taking the kids fishing. Looks like it's going to be a good day here on the lake. GoPro. It's nice and peaceful out here this morning. It's really pretty. Very serene. Yeah, there's a lot of mallard ducks over here. They're not too afraid of us, but they're not thrilled about us being near them either. So Johnny wishes we went someplace where they had kayaks and he could have his own. He does pretty good in a kayak, but I guess Wake County, switch to the other side, sweetheart, won't let kids under 16 go out by themselves. So he's stuck in the canoe with me. But he's
not a bad thing, but you know, I'd prefer to be by myself.
Right. I wish they would let him out here with his life jacket on. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? He tips it and I have to jump out and go rescue him.
I need help.
GoPro. Yeah, I came over here to check out this flower. It looks like sort of a natural hibiscus or hollyhock or something. It's pretty. I know in the GoPro I'm not getting a very good close-up of it, but still. So we've made it down to the end where the little footbridge is, where the trail was kind of the halfway point. We don't have our phones with us, so we can't spin the Pokemon Go gym. That's okay. It's really shallow here. It's like a foot of water. So when we're paddling, we're basically hitting the bottom of the lake. This lake isn't deep enough for boats, but it's really great for wildlife and walking and people and canoeing, and you know, it's nice. It's $5 an hour here to be out in the canoe, really reasonable. And we just, you know, had a casual stroll down the lake, and now we're going to turn around and head back. Yeah, really relaxing out here. Cool at 76 degrees with a light breeze. Not a lot of other people around, so it's really serene and peaceful. I'm glad we came out this morning. GoPro stop. All right, we're officially turned around and headed back toward the park office and the boathouse.
What's funny is I don't even have to paddle. I can just push
Yeah, the lake is really not very deep here. It's perfectly fine for a canoe. It's all right, bud. I needed that splash of water on my feet. I'm hot. Not real hot, but it felt good.
Mom, if you do it from the back, we can get a lot of momentum.
Okay, I'll steer in a minute. The person in the back on a canoe does all the steering. The person in the front's just helping with movement. So when I'm not doing anything, you know, we're a little erratic in the water, but hey, doesn't really matter.
I can barely control this.
Yeah, well, the person in the back is responsible for steering. That's why I got back here. I'm good at steering. So I didn't see any other boats out. I guess there's somebody leaving in a canoe right now, but we were the only people out here. There's a little island in front of us. I told Johnny we'd circle that and then head back over to the boat ramp. So we're coming around this island here, headed back toward the park office. You can see the kids and the police officers over there on the shore fishing. GoPro, stop. We're coming in nice and slow because all these people are fishing. I don't want to disturb the water too much. These kids here in the orange are at camp today. GoPro, stop video. We saw a heron out on the little island out there, but way too far away to get a picture of. GoPro, we had a good time out there. Yeah, we paddled for a little over an hour. Like I said, nice and leisurely. We weren't in a rush. We talked to the police officers about the fishing program with the kids. It's Breaking Bread. Police and children, police, kids, and fish, something like that. They're just doing a little catch and release with the catfish out on the lake today. And nice morning. I told Johnny we did good getting out here now before it gets too hot and sunny. So I pulled over here because A, I like the red barn and wanted to take a picture, and B, because Don had suggested that I show you guys tobacco growing in the field. You know, outside of North Carolina, people don't really see tobacco crops. We don't condone it, but you know, it's a way of life for some North Carolina farmers. Less so now than 10, 20, 30 years ago, but still happening. And these have not all been topped yet. You can see some flowers on the top of some of the tobacco, and they also have not come in and pulled the bottom leaves off yet. So this is still early in the crop development, but they will be out in the fields topping those flowers off. They get rid of the flowers so it doesn't turn to seeds, so there's better leaf production. And they'll come out and they'll pull the bottom leaves off first, and then they'll do the middle leaves, and then they'll come back and pull the whole stalk out of the ground and get the top leaves. So it's a very labor-intensive crop, and one that requires a lot of maintenance during the crop cycle. You can see here that they really do a lot of work to prepare the ground with these rows. They do get in there and spray multiple times, and they need the equipment to be able to go down in between there. And this is just the way tobacco likes to be grown, in these very nicely defined rows and raised a little bit. We're home, and Don's got his paper, his coffee, and now his breakfast.
You're the best. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
Yummy, yummy.
So Johnny and I are back here at the splash pad, and Michelle is parking. Will be here with her kids in a few minutes. And here comes the water. 1. Start the countdown again. But it is coming. Really good. We're ready. Connor's ready. Oh, it stopped filling. There it goes. It cut off right before it came down. It's like on a 15-minute timer, just in case there's no kids in the park, which never happens. There's the kids. I wasn't quite close enough to get the water that time. I gotta move closer. It's just breezy enough to make it chilly when you're not under the water, so I told the kids to just stay standing under the water and then they'd be warm. Here it comes. It's getting ready. Gets here when it gets here. under the mushroom now, endeavoring to stay warm with the water on us.
Hello.
The older kids like to experiment by plugging up some of the holes and seeing how high they can get the water to come out of the other holes. Pretty funny. So even though it's 90 degrees out, it's a little breezy, and the skin evaporation, the kids were all cold, so they've moved over here to the playground. They say they're warmer now. I was not cold. You making that climb, Connor?
Can I close my door, please?
Yes, you may.
Let's close the door.
Yep, you can close your door. I'll be in just a second. Silly kids. Artist Ariel has drawn me a new picture. It says, "Feed me please," signed the cats. Very cute.
Add my signature.
So Ariel is making friends with Tux. You know, as sweet as he is, he's just not sure about new people sometimes. So, but he's doing good now. He's realized that she's not going to hurt him. That's right.
Don't sniff my toes.
Well, we had us a good nap, but all good things must come to an end. We're gonna have us a late dinner, and Don's having him a late run, but it's not too bad out here right now.
No, it's not bad.
Bye.
Bye. I do love you, pretty
Yep.
thing.
You go get it over with.
Yeah.
Just don't run over Lazy Boy.
Well, I'll miss him.
Hi, girls.
All right. See you in 45 minutes.
Yep. I know. Dinner in an hour and 10. Give you time to cool down and shower.
That'll be great. Thank you, sweetie.
Yep. So Johnny had the idea to try stuffed mushrooms, which I have never made before.
Inspiration from Whole Foods.
And we had browned some sausage this morning and put our own seasonings in it. And then we used that to make a little bit of a cream cheese mixture here with the sausage and some ground up pork rinds and a little
good stuff.
balsamic vinegar and some garlic. And yeah, we're good. I think these are going to be yummy.
Don't forget the bacon.
Yeah, a little bit of bacon. Well, what do we cook that doesn't have bacon? Johnny and I are going to go for a short Pokemon Go drive while Dawn's running and supper's cooking. Because we just kind of didn't do a lot today. Didn't fit, you know, end up our day. So we're just going to go for a little drive. There's Donnie. Hey, Donnie. He's almost done with that run. You know, he's got to be happy about that. We were over here fighting the Pokemon Go gym at Explore Church, which is now Connect Church, and Johnny noticed that there was a Model 3 in here charging at Bob Barker. Yep, blue with the fancy wheels. Looks great. So yeah, that was really a Model 3 and really nice owner. You know, Tesla owners rock, really great folks. Johnny and I got out and talked with him. We made sure he knew about the little Triangle Tesla event this weekend in case he was free. And visiting family. And it was just awesome to see a 3 charging here in Fuquay. 26 miles today. I am thinking the family is going to be happy with their dinner.
Yes, sirree.